In Montgomery County, there was a heated meeting on a proposed data center in Upper Marion last night.
Data centers are documented to show that the negative impacts can span up to 6 miles from where they sit. So there again, it would negatively impact the pollution, the air quality, the low vibration noise for all of the residents across our township.
It's going to be huge. I have a 15-month-old, and I don't want her growing up so close to something that we don't know that much about yet. This is not healthy. We can't have something like this.
Data center developments cause utility rates to increase. Not true. We generate our own electric. And data center developments significantly reduce traffic and congestion. 100% true. There is an extreme worry about water use. We don't use water. We have closed-loop systems.
Wow. He was kind of a cult of one, that guy.
Well, I mean, he's the one who wants it to happen.
I know. Look at the size of these things. So obviously, it's not just Upper Marion communities. This is happening all over the country. So thank God we have Dr. Subodha Kumar here. Good to see you, Doctor.
Nice to see you.
Thank you for coming.
Temple University.
Yes.
Okay. I have so many stupid questions. Are you ready?
Yes, of course.
Data centers. What are they making in there?
So when you go to your ChatGPT, for example, or you go to watch movies on Netflix, we need data and we need processing of that data. And that's what these data centers are doing. They are storing huge amount of data. They are processing all those data in the real time so we can get those nice results, what to do tomorrow.
Why do you need such a gigantic building?
Because this, one of the proposed ones, or the total of it, they said it's as big as the Philadelphia airport.
Yes. Because what happened in last 3 years is the massive use of generative AI, like things like ChatGPT. They require a lot more processing than what we have ever seen in our lifetime. And since we need this kind of processing, we need large machines to run those kind of systems inside.
Is it like back in the 60s when we were creating computers, they were the size of a house, you know, now they're down to this. You think that the buildings will get smaller and smaller?
Absolutely. Over time, we don't know when that will happen.
Right.
But that's a good parallel to see what happened in 60s and 70s with the large mainframe computers IBM used to have. Now we are seeing that many companies like IBM need those machines, and they have to sit in the US because data is very critical. Data is the new oil. So we can't make these things for 2 reasons. First, it is very critical, and second, it has to be very close to where things being used to avoid any delays.
So proximity is important.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, but then it's also about if it's next to you, the kind of effects it's going to have in the community, and that's also what people are concerned about. So let's first start with water. A lot of folks are talking about how much water it uses up, or natural resources.
Yeah. See, if you think of a even normal size or mid-size data center, the amount of water we are using is hundreds of thousands of gallons per day.
To keep it cool?
To keep it cool, so everything cool. Now, this is just the direct use of data, but there's a lot of indirect use because they generate electricity, and those plants also need water. But I'm just talking about millions of gallons of water per day just to keep these large machines cool. So that's a huge amount of water.
And where does that come from? And then, doesn't that overload when, for folks, they're also in the neighborhood, they're paying for water and using water?
So we don't have data on that, but right now it's all coming from the local water. It will be well water, it will be river water. So there's a huge concern that it may impact the local communities. We don't have full data on that yet, though.
And I think, isn't that part of the concern, is that we don't have full data? Because even when it comes to sound is another thing, and that's nearby. Like there's one in Vineland, New Jersey.
Does it hum?
And the residents have been saying
the machines are running and they will have machine sound. That's what people are worried about. So, and that's again all speculation right now.
It's speculation.
Well, no, because in Vineland, New Jersey, residents have been, and they're known to have complained. There's a video that has like more than 2 million views where they say you can hear the humming. So it's speculation, but other areas, they're saying they hear this.
Absolutely, there is a certain noise. Will it really be disturbing, and how disturbing it will be? And many of these newer data centers, they are creating a lot of soundproof system. So the concerns are not illegitimate. They're real concerns. And I think having this discussion discussion is not a bad idea because that put pressure on these companies to ensure they have put enough guardrails.
Right.
I think that's what is the biggest concern. Do we have guardrails?
In addition to sound, though, there's also been talks of infrasound, right? Just because there's only certain sounds you can hear, but there might be another level that the humans can't hear, but it's still affecting us. Is that also something that could be an
It can
issue?
certainly happen. And don't worry, don't just think about the sound machines are making. You need other infrastructure like roads going to these data centers
True.
and those things. And that will also add impact on local community. So
I think people think it's going to rot your brain. That we don't know what it's doing to our bodies. Are you concerned about that at all?
not too much on that part, body part. I'm more concerned on the tangible things like it will increase water usage, it will increase sound,
Electricity.
it will increase electricity. Those are real. What it does to the body is a huge speculation right now. We don't know about that.
Because in other areas, and this is one, not in our area, but they were saying that some of the headaches and nausea from the infrasound, that's just what people are saying.
Yeah, because there will be new construction. See, these things are big. So biggest sound will come from the construction sound. Because when you are building this and they will keep expanding it, it will create sound. We know that. Yeah,
That
yes,
part,
yeah.
also the-
And that is one of the biggest concern right now.
I don't know if we sent a camera over to listen to the humming ourselves. If we haven't, that's just silly. We have done that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, let's see if we can play that. I want to hear what this sounds like.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Nice
Thank
to
you
see
so
you.
much
Thank
for
you.
the
Okay,
explaining.
thank you.
We'll be talking to you a lot
Yes,
over
yes.
the next decade.
Yeah.
We're coming right back.
Yeah.